Welcome back, everyone. Today we're gonna talk about Genesis 4, verse 15. And the Lord said to him, Therefore, whoever kills Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a sign upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. This verse marks a profound shift. After Cain's despairing cry in verse 14, one might expect divine silence or continued judgment. But instead, God responds with a mysterious act of protection. The Zohar and Midrash reveal that this protection is not a reward, but a compassionate containment, a metaphysical preservation of Cain's soul for the sake of cosmic balance, rectification, and divine justice. The first phrase we have, and the Lord said to him, divine response to Cain's fear. Although Cain did not repent with full sincerity, the Holy One, blessed be He, still responds with compassionate restraint. This demonstrates the ongoing mercy embedded within judgment. Even when judgment burns, mercy carves a path through its flame. God replies not to exonerate Cain, but to preserve the sacred order of the universe. If Cain were killed now, justice would be short-circuited. His suffering, wandering, and potential tikkun, rectification, would be aborted prematurely. The Midrash interpret this as a rebuke to future vengeance. Cain's punishment is in God's hands, not humanity's. Others say Cain began to fear his own offspring or beasts. God assures him, your punishment is mine to carry out. The next phrase we have, whoever kills Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. The cosmic law of restraint. This is not a license for Cain to escape justice, but a declaration that no one else may interfere with his correction. The sevenfold vengeance is mystical. It corresponds to the seven lower Sephirot, from Hesed to Malchut. Anyone who dares kill Cain disturbs the supernal order. He who touches the vessel of judgment before its measure is full, awakens seven storms upon himself. In other words, premature vengeance triggers imbalance in the spiritual worlds. The Zohar teaches that Cain's continued existence serves a cosmic purpose to allow full maturation of his soul's rectification over generations. The Midrash suggests the sevenfold punishment includes generational curses, plagues, or divine retribution. Some say it refers to 7 generations of Cain's descendants being spared destruction despite their wickedness for the sake of this decree. And next we have the verse, and the Lord set a sign upon Cain, the mark of protection and shame. The sign in Hebrew, ot, is deeply mystical. The Zohar offers several interpretations. A luminous mark on his forehead, a protective spiritual energy surrounding him, or even the ineffable name of God inscribed upon him. The mark was a fusion of judgment and mercy, a scar of light that none dared violate. This mark did not absolve Cain, it marked him as untouchable by men, yet exposed to God. It created a metaphysical zone where Cain would wander, suffer, and reflect without interference. The Midrash gives several vivid suggestions. A horn grew on his head. God engraved a letter of the divine name on him. He was made to look frightening, so none dared approach. All agree this sign was both protection and punishment. It isolated Cain further, setting him apart from all humanity, both marked and exiled. The last verse we have, lest any finding him should kill him. Divine mercy in the midst of judgment. Despite Cain's sin, God preserves him. Why? Because in the deep Kabbalistic structure, even the soul of Cain is needed for the unfolding of history. From Cain will come builders, musicians, warriors, and inventors, forces that must exist before they are fully purified. From Cain shall emerge both builders of cities and breakers of cities. All must pass through the furnace of time. God does not abandon Cain. He quarantines him, not as a final rejection, but as a space for potential rectification. The Midrash teaches that God's justice is layered. He punishes, but with measure. By preserving Cain, he shows the world that revenge is not the path. He models restraint, even when justice cries out. Some Midrashim say the mark was a visible lesson to others that divine justice is real, but not ours to administer. The mystical symbol behind the verse, Cain as archetype of the wandering force held in mercy. Cain now symbolizes raw, unstable Gevurah, judgment without integration. The sign on him is a kind of binding spell. He becomes a living warning, a walking symbol of the consequence of ego, jealousy, and misdirected power. He bore the mark of heaven's fire that others might not fail as he did. Even in punishment, Cain becomes part of the divine plan. His wandering represents the fragmented sparks of holiness scattered in exile, awaiting redemption. To summarize, Genesis 4, verse 15 is God's mysterious response to Cain's fear. The Zohar and Midrash reveal this as a moment of containment, not pardon, a sacred quarantine for the soul that cannot yet return. This verse teaches even the soul that sins gravely is not discarded, but contained, marked, and guided through exile until its time of repair arrives. God's mercy is not weakness, it is the power to preserve the broken so they may one day be restored. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your donation. Be blessed, everyone, and I will see you on the next episode.